I'm Mandy Rootman. I'm the owner of Maraschino Marketing Collective, a marketing business based in Ballito. We've got an amazing client base across the country, across all industries. I'm also a wife, a mum, and a very proud glammy of 4 gorgeous grandchildren. I wouldn't necessarily say that they've been huge achievements. I think what I've achieved through my network, my friends, my family, and my client base has been an achievement for our particular community and our area. During lockdown, we started a company called the Vuvuzela. At a time where so many businesses were closed and weren't able to operate, we had a media license. So over a period of time, we went out and we shot 150 to 180 video clips of small businesses. And we put them on YouTube, we built social media channels, and it went viral. And a lot of people were helped during that process because we had to assist them in taking their businesses from a physical building into the online space. So very blessed to have done that. Then obviously the riots happened, floods happened, and our community stood together. We got involved with setting up feeding shelter schemes, feeding those who weren't able to get access to food. We got people from around the country through my network and a lot of my friends' networks, where we were able to distribute sanitary products, nappies, formulas. We even had friends from Joburg driving up overnight with food. Our restaurants in our Ballito community are absolutely amazing. We closed restaurants because they were closed at the time, but we used them as kitchens to produce soup. So I think my achievements are not necessarily mine alone. They're part of an incredible network of people and individuals. I always believe that you can't work in an environment that you don't understand. So even years ago when I was involved in marketing in the property industry in Johannesburg, I always used to say to the agents, if you don't live in the area, you are going to have to spend as much time in that area as possible because you're asking people to be loyal to you and trust you. However, you don't even know what your community is about. So I'm incredibly involved in our community. I will do anything to assist within my power. We use our combined network to help people. And I'm not just saying in our community, in our wider community. And when I use the word networking, networking is global. So if through somebody I know, regardless of where they are in the world, if I'm able to assist them, I'm going to do whatever it takes to assist them. My motivation has always been to live each day to its full potential. I think that's been compounded in the last few years. My husband has had cancer for 6 years. He's had 8 incredibly hardcore operations. He shouldn't medically be alive, but his determination, his drive, and his will to live sort of like drives me every single day. My motivation is people. I love solving challenges. I don't see them as a problem. If somebody's wanting to achieve something, I always try and understand why, who they are, and if I've got the opportunity to assist them, that is what I want. And at the end of the day, people always go, what is your passion in life? My passion is people, and it's to make a difference, not just in their business lives, but in their personal lives too. I think in terms of business challenges, one, for example, is when COVID struck. Even though I've got a 29-year-old marketing business, it really started off as like a little mom business, and it's evolved over the years. But when COVID struck, 90% of my client base was hospitality. And what industry was the hardest hit? So what it actually taught me then was to look into other industries. And even though they might not have been necessarily my background or my forte, we now sit with engineering businesses, refrigeration businesses, and we're learning every single day. So the challenge was to step outside of that. In the early days of my marketing business, even when social media started, when Facebook started, a lot of businesses never thought that they needed to be in that space. So trying to educate people that that is actually where your target market sits didn't go down too well with a lot of corporate CEOs, because all they wanted to know what's my return on my investment. I always look for something new and something unique. I'm very blessed in my business to have a team of incredible women, a few youngsters who really keep us in touch with what's trending, what's new. So yes, you know what, it's an ever-changing world, so you've got to be up to date in trends. And also, you know what, following trends can also be boring. So it's finding unique ways and different ways to actually market clients, opposed to maybe the way in which the oppositions are marketing. So as we all know, video content is key. You can have a bit of fun with video, but you also get clients who, no, they don't want to go down the fun road. But showing their true, authentic self for their brand actually gets them far more reach and engagement. So yeah, I just think it's staying fresh, unique, and not necessarily conforming to old marketing strategies and ideas. My future goals, I'm really passionate about small to medium businesses, because growing them is actually what grows me, to be honest. Women-owned businesses, but it's got to the stage where I'm very fortunate and blessed that we're getting inquiries through a network of people we already work with to work with brands that have a global footprint. So often it's a South African who leaves South Africa and goes abroad and starts a business, and they need somebody who's got a South African mentality to actually portray their marketing. And that's happened a lot recently. So I really want to grow the international base of our company. We're also in a position where what you get charged in US dollars and pounds and whatever, we are more affordable in South Africa. It's not to say that our work isn't as good or even better than anybody else in the world. But yes, to grow the global footprint of Maraschino. It's got the potential, it's got the legs, it's got the client base, and it's got the drive and the support to do that. Working with young women has always been something that I have enjoyed. I have always, throughout the years of my business, had youngsters work with me, some with a bit of experience, others with not. And growing them has been, and letting them achieve their goals. So even though they might work for me, I always look for opportunities for them to have a small business outside of our work environment. I always believe you need a backup plan. And if you are partly living your passion, working in marketing, but you have something else, and you have the opportunity to set that up so that if one day you need it, or you can have a residual income from it, that you tap into that. So that is what I encourage young women to look at. Don't be channeled that this is your job and this is where you're going to have to stay forever. Look at opportunities and things that feed your soul that you could potentially earn an income out of. I love what I do. Yeah, I don't really do much relaxing and unwinding, but I love spending time with my family, my friends, my grandchildren. We live a very social life just by the nature of our business. And it's wonderful that the majority of my clients are actually friends. So we get to spend time together outside of the work environment. I'm also very spoiled that I've got clients who own beauty spas and that sort of thing, who insist on me having time out. So every now and again I do, and then obviously my husband and I love to travel. So not always an opportunity to go away for a month or even a week, but we'll grab long weekends and we'll go find little beautiful places and getaways for new experiences. The nomination is a privilege and it's an honor. And for me, I would like to use this opportunity to honor all small businesses, all women-empowered businesses, people who are trying to make their mark. That is how I see this opportunity.